This year's winners both embody the example of Madiba, a bedrock principle of the prize.
The selections were made very, very deliberately. And the consideration was then to look at people who gave high-quality service in line with the ideals that for which Mandela lived and died, whether they were highly placed persons like politicians or presidents, or not so highly placed, but who did extremely important work. And in this election, the main object was to guarantee that there was nothing in the life of those who were to be selected that went contrary to the ideals of the late Mandela.
Laureate Mariana V. Vardinoyannis from Greece established a foundation in her own name that promotes social awareness and mobilization on human rights, children's rights and education, among others, and has been a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador since 1999.
It's a great honor for me to meet you and to share with you the deep emotions on this outstanding occasion. I'm feeling really humbled and deeply touched by the precious Nelson Mandela Award, and I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for this immense honor.
Her fellow laureate, Dr. Morisande Kuyate from Guinea, is the executive director of the Inter-African Committee on Traditional Practices Affecting the Health of Women and Children that works to eliminate harmful practices in Africa and worldwide.
When I heard that I got this prize, I was so happy and very honored. Now, I think this is a very big challenge for us to take as a burden the name of this great man. So, because we have to do maybe never like him, more than him, but we try to do like him and to show the same path to the new generation.
The announcement coming just a day ahead of Mandela International Day and the annual lecture to be presented by UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres under the theme Tackling the Inequality Pandemic, a New Social Contract for a New Era.
COVID-19 brings to the fore the question about inequality very, very clearly in all countries. And even in spaces that you would have thought healthcare was affordable or should be universal, there are problems. In fact, perhaps they even suffer the worst. And it is also important not to forget the moment the Black Lives Matter movement, because it's a movement that is unfolding before our very eyes, also bring to the fore clearly this whole question of COVID and post-COVID, the whole question of inequality and social justice.
Do you believe the world? Do you believe the UN in particular?
I asked the PGA if he believed the UN in its current form was fit to meet this moment in history.
The United Nations was created to deal precisely with situations as dire as this one, where there is really no strong or weak. Everyone has suffered from this pandemic. And therefore, the United Nations, in providing space, not only for debate, but for reasoned action, is certainly better fit than any organization or country or body to address this, and it is doing so.
Madiba, described as an extraordinary global advocate for dignity and equality, unfinished business the UN seeks to realize despite the headwinds and obstacles in its path. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.